y'all, welcome back to the channel. Now these videos have been sporadically put out on different times and different days, but I actually wanted to do what I call it, a Sneako Thursday. So every Friday, every Fridays, I'm gonna be reacting to new Sneako videos whenever they come out or they're gonna be uploaded. But never kill yourself. This is a wow. All right, before I get into this, I'm actually gonna give y'all some convo about my life and about some shit that I have gone through. And it involves my ex. It actually involves two girls I've met. One girl when I was younger, much younger, like I was in high school, and I was like in my, not even, I was in like my freshman year of high school. She was on PlayStation. I forgot her name. Sweet Disaster, Sweet Ink, some shit like that, right? This girl was so cool, so nice, so respectful. And we did a little something on the side because we were both like pretty horny kids. She was suicidal. She tried to kill herself. She tried to hurt herself. She tried to do a lot of crazy shit to herself. And I felt sorry for her, you know? And when I got with my ex, the older I got out of high school, she, same way, would take she would burn herself with like incense. She used to cut herself, not with me, but before me. And I hated that shit, bro. People with mental illness and like suicidal thoughts push you to a level. That one time I literally thought in my mind, I wanted to take my own fucking life because my ex was always crying, always emotional, always lashing out, would have sporadic times that she would stop in the subway. Like, I only talk about this to bring up a topic of like suicide is a bitch. But when a person you're with start making you have like negative thoughts, it necessarily does affect you. At first, I didn't think it was a thing. I was like, oh, you can get over this. You can. And my ex would be the person that she would try to work out. She would try to eat right. She would try to do a vegan diet. She would do everything and everything. And then she was like, it's not working. Bitch, it's only been like a couple of days. And I hated that. I hated her so much because she would do something and then drop it. But me, I would keep going and going and going with something. And maybe that's just who I am as a person. But I also have like so much data and I'm backed up to so much shit that I have to eventually get stuff out. But I can also say from my experience being in those two, one was in a relationship, it was kind of like an online little thing. And being with my ex is her family thought she would get better. Like she thought because, like she was going to college, which she asked me, should she drop out millions of times. Being with that person was like, why are you asking me, should you drop out of college? Like, what the fuck? And it would always be moments of, she wants to sell her body to make money. She was desperate. She would always be like, I gotta make money, I gotta eat, I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? Because she had a mental illness. And she was also homeless for a while. And it also showed me like a part of the world I live in. I don't have, I got my own demons personally, but I also live my life just going with the flow. And my flow took me to her, like smack dab into what her problems were. And when she always talked about killing herself and taking her life, dropping out of school, I was always have to comfort and push and keep her on the right track. And I felt like I was trying so much that I was giving so much of she was like a blood-sucking vampire of energy. And she was taking my fucking energy. But I was fucking her. I was with her for 6 years, putting a lot of energy into her. When I became broke, I think our relationship fucked up. And she felt like she was picking up my slack and all this other stuff. And I was trying and I was doing this and this. It was 2 years. It took me the second year to actually get a job. Pause. But when I did get a job, I didn't tell her. I stopped telling her shit to motivate myself. I only tell you this because killing yourself and people out there with mental illness, you don't know what they got. You don't know what happens. You don't know their issues and their internal issues. And personally, stay away from them. Stay away. Don't get in a relationship with them. Don't do it. Like, help them by telling them to get help. Don't be their psychiatrist. Don't be their therapist. You can listen, but once they start talking about killing themselves, this, and this, you got to tell them, like, look, there's other ways. And sometimes those people are going to tell you, no, there isn't. And you're going to try your best to be there. And they're going to eventually, men are known to take their lives 100%. Women are kind of here and there to take their lives. But when it happens, it happens. And I did not want to be in a relationship with her anymore, because if she took her life, her family was going to blame me. And that's a fact. I only say this tangent just because, bro, sometimes that's the life we live. But let's get into this video. Let's get to Sneako.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This building over here was closed because people kept on killing themselves off of it.
Damn.
I fantasize about this back in Chicago. Mercy, mercy me, that mercy I go.
This building is very famous here. You might have seen it on Instagram, you might have seen it on TikTok. But only a couple weeks after it was built, they had...
So some of you don't know what this is. This is basically, this is next to like, what the fuck is it called? I remember the name, not the Pentagon. What the fuck is it called? It's near Hudson Yard. So I think I called it the Hudson Yard Spiral. It has a fucking name as an attraction. It's like a giant honeycomb fucking thing. The Vessel? I'm not sure, but this thing itself looks pretty cool, ain't gonna lie.
to refuse people from entering because they kept killing themselves on it. Since then, it's this spirally, weird, useless building that takes up a lot of space and is a stark reminder that you can kill yourself on it. There's a lot of dark aspects of the city that people don't talk about. One of my favorites is Washington Square Park. You know that park with street interviews and skateboarders and liberals with tables? Yeah, 100 years ago, that was a graveyard for poor people who couldn't afford graves. They just buried them, and now it's a park. And now we have this weird, spirally, suicidal building. It's a close second. I like to come here sometimes as a reminder to never kill myself.
Can we get much higher? So high.
Trump just won Time Person of the Year, and he's about to go ring the bell for a stock exchange that does not exist anymore physically.
Oh, it's Sneako.
Nice to meet you. You know how long we have to wait?
5 minutes. A bunch of stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, thanks, man.
That nigga look like this nigga look like a dickhead. He got a butt chin too. He screams, "Ah, Peter!"
Are you serious, sir? What are you?
Detective NYPD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
just in a suit for today.
Nice suit. I need to upgrade. I need to get a jacket like that. It's freezing out here. I think that's clearance for me to go through.
I mean,
Detectives.
we got the boss right there, so I don't know. Detective the same grade as me, just more pay. He's only a kid, but yeah.
This kid here?
He's 23 years old.
He's 23?
23.
He looks about 48. Detective, maybe after this we go on a ride along. Good content.
That'll get you.
A ride along and good content. Okay, Sneako.
Me, you, and Trump. Who do you think has a riskier life, Secret Service or NYPD?
Definitely NYPD.
Really?
Definitely NYPD.
I'm like, NYPD be in hoods that they shouldn't be in. They be doing the most. The Secret Service, they got the most dangerous job because you gotta really, you gotta jump in front of a bullet to protect the president. You gotta like protect the president. Like, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. So that shit, you could be shot and killed with the president. Not to laugh, but that's some shit that can happen to you. NYPD's job is much, much dangerous because they're on the street level. Secret Service is more on the government level.
Because we'll deal with more stuff.
You ever get to drive one of these trucks?
Huh?
You ever get to drive one of these?
I never even touched him before, you know?
Seems like that's it. He's definitely not, yeah, it was one of those middle Suburbans. Where are the feminists? I want to hear some protests.
Don't say that. Hey, don't say that word.
Don't say feminists.
To get some
I want
sleep.
to go home.
Oh, man. Can you pretend that you hate Trump for the video?
Don't jinx it.
He's a misogynist. He's racist.
Hey, you're Sneako, right?
Yeah, where are you from?
Germany.
Nice to meet you.
You're nice. When are you going to make videos with Destiny again?
No time soon.
Okay.
A Destiny shout out is crazy.
Day in the life, let's see if you really trap. Turn off the auto-tune,
Let's hear how you really rap. Ha ha, send a location.
I can't lie, that was a little bit uneventful for me. But you never know what you're gonna run into running around New York City. But I do have a lot planned today, so I'm gonna take you for a day in my life. Time to go to the gym, then I have a meeting, then I have to do charity, then I have another meeting, then I have some stuff, then I have a meeting. There's a lot of stuff. It's gonna be a good day. This is a day in my life. I have about 20 minutes to drink my coffee and use the private gym. Then I gotta get dressed and go meet a documentarian. A documentary, some guy wants to make a documentary, then I'm in it, so gotta meet and chit chat, have another coffee.
Day in the life, let's see if you really rap. Turn off the auto-tune. Let's hear how you really rap.
2 weeks ago, I got my blood work done for the first time in my life, and I just got my testosterone results. I have a 630, which is above average. I won. I was actually kind of wondering, like, should I take TRT? But I'm not doing it. 26 years old.
Nigga, TRT. Just get some vitamin D, go get some more sun, tan a little more, eat some more veggies, and just go on some jogs. Your testosterone builds itself. The fuck?
Doctor told me just take some vitamin D. Pause. I need to get more sunlight. And I can get that baby up to 1,000, but I may not have got good grades in school. But I got this one right. 630.
Okay.
How are you? Good. This is great company. Are you filming? Yeah. Do you mind if we dive?
Yeah, sure.
Are you
Be in touch.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks for coming. All right, WYAP meeting. I appreciate people who want to have meetings like that in person when that could have been done over the phone. He flew here from Miami, and he's from London. Cool. Nice coffee.
I always love the B-roll of my city. Sneako's always capturing parts of the city that you're like, oh, I wish I could go there. Or where is that at? Or da-da-da. Like, he's always capturing parts of the city and like little spots. And it's just nice. I fuck with it. W Sneako.
So we are here to quickly give some coats out to people who need coats. It's cold. Can you help us out? I want to give out a bunch of coats. I want to get like 20 to 50 coats. What do you think is like a reasonable price? Like how much are these here?
Damn, these range from 100 and up.
Oh, the coats here at this thrift store are really bougie because this Manhattan. I'm not trying to spend $100 for 50 coats each. What is that, 5K? Fuck that. I'll get $15 coats. We're all the way in hipster Brooklyn, Bush.
I know exactly where he's at. So I've been here and I was working in this area during 2021, during the pandemic. We were giving out pamphlets and shit, working with some shit called Acosta or whatever the fuck. And we were just handing out COVID stuff. It was a good job. This area, I know exactly where he's at because we were at that area for almost like 2 months, a month.
Bushwick, Williamsburg, L Train Place. I lived in this neighborhood for 2 years. In the span of 8 blocks, you can get an $8 soy latte, chlamydia, or shot.
I don't know about that one, but probably.
Like 20, 50 Coke? 20? Yeah. Okay, can I put them in a cart? Do you have like, I want to put a lot in a cart.
This is woman. No.
That's woman. That's good. I'll get one for a woman too.
Okay.
This whole row, how many is that? That's like 1, 2, 3.
W Sneako giving out coats to the homeless.
3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I'll get all these.
Coming for.
I think we already got every warm coat in this entire store. It's a big store too. I'll pay it all, yeah. How do you say warm?
Caliente.
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 Imagine my credit card doesn't go through, and then we gotta put all the coats back individually, and no one's warm. Okay, so I have a question.
Okay.
So we're going to the shelter, and I'm gonna pass out the coats. Can I give you $20 so that you could open the trunk and pass them out?
Sure, why not?
What is that? Just hit 900,000 on X. Let's go. You know what's funny? In the span of like 5 hours, we see a Trump caravan and then a Mexican caravan. While the Mexicans are running, quick reminder, all you need to do is follow, like, reply, and quote tweet. I'll look through the quote tweets, and you can be entered into a crypto giveaway. Shout out to HLD, he won the last one, he won Solana. Today I'm gonna be giving out a bit of everything. Every single day, people win. See, white people need to take a page out of the Mexicans' book. In this Sprinter van right here, they pull up to a soccer game, 100 niggas pull out of this car. 100 Mexican niggas pull out.
That's a fact.
How you doing?
Sneako,
Hey,
Instagram something?
Nah, no, not on Instagram. Hey, I bought a bunch of coats. You think you can help me?
Nah, we can't help you with that. You can just give them away, though. Give them away.
Nigga, we all famous.
Everybody famous. Right? In New York, bro. Everybody famous.
What flavor?
Was it from the You got a better coat than that.
Nigga said what flavor?
You don't look like you need.
That nigga broke. That nigga said what flavor? Nigga, no. You got a better coat than what's happening. Get your ass out of here.
Coat.
I don't need a coat.
We got a bunch of coats. Which one do you want? This one?
Yo, boss. Yeah. Okay.
What color you want? There's a lot of colors. Yeah, go ahead.
See, nigga, I would have been better off sitting inside of the trunk and giving out some coats and be like, back the fuck up! And here you go.
Slow down.
Get over that.
All right, that's her.
See, these niggas is bogarting and pushing and shit. Like, nah, bro, you wildin'.
Thank you.
Finish. We'll come back.
Yeah.
We'll come back. That cleared out.
Bro,
That's it.
somebody came and took like 4.
Yeah.
One dude.
Yeah, all right, thank you. All right, bro. All right. I thought it was going to be kind of slow. I could have organized it better. I did not think it was going to be like that. That was like Black Friday, but everyone
Hopefully they're handing the coats out to people. I just niggas start taking shit.
here is going to be a little warmer. Oh, yeah, there you go. There he goes. There you go.
Handing coats
I
out.
kind of wish we got more. We could have fit more in the trunk. They almost took your backpack. Yeah, but that's your bag in the back, right? This is the Uber driver's bag right here. You're wondering, like, is anyone even gonna want the coats? Is anyone gonna be there? Oh, that took about 20 seconds. Yo, the security guard at the front was wearing a big black puffer, and he's like, yo, what kind of coats you got? I'm like, bro, it's not for you. It had the tag on it and everything, a purple.
He said, what flavor of coats you got? Like, nigga! That's why I be hating bum ass niggas. Like, you already work at this bullshit ass shelter. I love the other nigga who was like, he's famous.
Glaze! He's glazing!
These niggas is wildin', bro.
I'm like, what kind of coats you got? With the security vest and everything. Anyway, it's
What
2 p.m.
flavor
I have a
coats
meeting
you
at
got?
3, another meeting at 5, but there's a lot more to come. This is a day in the life. Usually I'm home by like 3 or 4. Now it's time to eat. Bagel with cream cheese. I need some protein. Then I'm gonna meet with the Viro team because launching the software product very soon. AI software on how to make thumbnails. Been working on it all year long. Finalizing touches right now. If I got free time in the afternoon, might do some reading, preparing, might do some writing. I'll watch a documentary.
AI software, how to make thumbnails. You know what? Hopefully it comes out good. I've been making my own thumbnails for a while, and I've been getting better and better, or worse and worse, depending on it. But all right.
Here's something, because I do edit all these videos. People think that I hand it off to somebody. I have somebody that helps chop it up, but it's pretty much all my doing. I got some time to look at Twitter and see what's trending. And I like looking at my homepage and seeing that 900K. That looks pretty good. We need 1 million very soon. And it's bull run time, so I probably spend an hour a day looking at the charts. When it's low, I don't look at it at all. I don't want to see it when it's low. During a bull run, I don't do anything too crazy. I sell a little bit off the top just to make sure that I have actual profits, mostly because mentally, I know that I need to recuperate some of the losses I made when I was younger. But I'm in for the long term. I don't sell a lot. I just sell enough to make sure and guarantee that I'm making good profit. I don't do too many meme coins, but if I hear about something
something good, then I make sure to share it. And I've been right about every single call so far. I called Solana at 120. I called Brett at about 12 cents. Ethereum and Bitcoin were extremely obvious to most people, but what I love about being back in Manhattan is you can jump between so many different worlds in just one day. The day's not even halfway over. I used to wake up at this time in Miami. I'd say the most underrated part of my day since being back in New York City is trying to get some sort of artistic inspiration again. Streaming is creating, but not like it is on video. And I'm preparing to make a movie in a couple years or maybe even sooner. So I spend a lot of time watching movies and writing ideas and making sure that my headspace is in the right space to create. Since I've been back in New York, I haven't really been socializing that much. I still haven't seen a lot of my friends. All I've been doing is just work. And people have asked me, is that okay? Are you okay mentally? And I'm great. I have a lot of the luxuries that I didn't have before. I'm able to have money to spend on good food, good heating systems. I have a bathroom that's bigger now. A lot of the inconveniences I used to have being in Harlem or Brooklyn are gone now, so I can prioritize my—
A man's living better because he got money. That's all he's saying. A man's living better because he got good money, more time. Let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? He's leveled up. And that's perfectly fine. That's everybody's goal. Your goal should be to level up.
My energy on doing what I want to do. Being back in New York, I'm definitely realizing the luxury of having luxury. I never wanted to have money to have flashy things. I always wanted to have money just to have the convenience of being able to skip lines and get in Ubers whenever I need so that you could have more time. That's something I didn't understand when I didn't have money. Being able to spend money on convenience so you have more time is an investment in and of itself. I get to save time by not only watching one of my favorite movies, Raging Bull, but also catching up on the economic, political state of society.
Okay.
By the way, I have a meeting in 2 minutes. I'm yapping too much.
Oh my God. Thank you. It's cold, huh?
Yeah, it's cold.
It's a little cold. There's no one in history whose story has successfully ended and them ending their own life. There's always gonna be another opportunity, no
Shit, Van Gogh cut off his ear for a woman.
matter what situation you're in. I've been through so many ups.
10% APR on a 2025.
Been seen publicly, yet I always seem to bounce back. I've been in every tax bracket. I've been $250,000 in debt. I've lived in hoods all over the city. I've lost everything that I've built and got it back twice. I told the truth about COVID and they proceeded to take my entire life's work away from me. And I never decided to kill myself. It's one of the most taboo subjects in the world because everybody thinks about it, but if you mention that you're thinking about it, they say that you have suicidal ideation. In my apartment in Miami, I have a large balcony that I could overlook the city, and every time I step on there, I do think about it. Part of the reason why I wanted my apartment in Manhattan to have a balcony just as big, so I can look out and think about why it's stupid to even consider that, which technically is having suicidal thoughts, but people never understand it. I never fantasize about doing it, but I like to put myself in the shoes of people who get to that point, because all of us can understand how they got there, whether or not you like to admit it. I truly believe with the brain I have, I could very easily be the person who walked up there and looked down and never looked down again. The way I keep myself from walking to the top of that building and jumping off is keeping myself so busy I have no time to fantasize about anything else than what I'm working on. I have too many goals, too many plans. Jumping off that building just doesn't fit into my schedule.
True.
And there are plenty of people who like to justify why someone would do it, but I still have yet to see any valid excuse. At no point in this life has any person been somewhere that's irredeemable. And if you can't understand that, view your life like a movie. Everybody loves when the main character goes through a comeback story. Never kill yourself. Last meeting of the day. I hope this one's worth it. Another one of these management meetings. I've been working with this guy for several years. Haven't seen him in a while. If this goes well, I might get a little uncanceled. If it goes well, inshallah. Hey, Thomas, how are you? Good to see you.
I fantasize about this back in Chicago. Mercy, mercy me, that mercy I go. That's me the first year that I blow. How you say broke in Spanish, me no I blow.
Shout out to Sneako and how he's doing things. I do agree with that. I actually like this video for the most part because it brings me back to those times with my ex that I was like, everything she said was not a valid excuse for her mental illness. She was like, in other countries, they view hearing things, she has schizophrenia, they view hearing things in your head as spirits, and you're talking to the spirits. I'm like, well, bitch, did the spirits ever tell you anything fucking good? No. Like, come on, bro. And I always kept looking at that as like, if nothing in your head has ever brought you peace, or has ever been quiet, or has ever taught you to chill the fuck out, then nigga, it was wrong all along. And I agree with him that our people will always give an excuse on why killing yourself is something. And some people's like, oh, it's the strongest people kill themselves. I don't agree. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. You weak. You weak. You give up to end it all just because you feel like there's no one out there that can help you. And sometimes the people that kill themselves are also lashing out to the world. That's what sucks. So I agree with Sneako on one thing. It's never right to kill yourself. You always got to look ahead. There's got to be something in the future for you. And if you don't believe that, what was the point of doing anything, and you could have ended it a long time ago? There's always a way. And every person out there gives killing yourself a fucking valid excuse, but there's never. But let me know what you think about the video. Make sure to check out Sneako on X. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, notify. For me, remember to never give up, never surrender, keep on grinding. Keep on grinding. Peace. Also, I talk about my ex in this because he brought up suicide, and my ex was numerous for being the fucking type of person to talk about killing herself, hurting herself, burning herself. I was with a person for 6 years. I know her. She was fucking erratic. Freakouts in the train stations, random points of stopping, random fleets of crying. And honestly, I'm glad I'm done with that relationship. And hopefully she got with somebody that told her to get the help she needed. And be well on that. Make sure if you actually know someone going through a hard time, make sure to just try to get them the help they need as much as you can. And if you're going through a hard time, try your best to pick yourself up, move forward, and remember, there's a future ahead of you. Straight up. This is your boy Fat, and make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, be notified. Peace.
Shit.
Been on drum. You little niggas gonna stop acting like my shit ain't the grill. Some of you niggas get your front teeth for grills. And I ain't talking about the contract.
I ain't loving these fake hoes. Room smelling like 8 switches. Room service like 2K. NBA, I'm ballin', nigga. All them niggas fallin' like autumn, nigga. Talking shit, I saw them niggas. Now they daughter want a picture, rough, ain't it? Fuck famous. Yeah, niggas too real, got the most haters. Wrote a story, so Stephen Curry. How it feel to be golden.